2 minutes ago, inside a live congressional hearing, a classified page surfaced that could quietly rewrite careers before anyone realized what had happened. No warning. No announcement. Just a single sheet of paper sliding across polished wood. Soft sound. Permanent consequence. Because once something enters sworn congressional record, it never truly disappears. The clerk's hand stopped mid-note. A camera operator instinctively tightened the zoom. 3 staff attorneys along the back wall leaned forward at the exact same moment. They had seen the marking at the top of the page. Restricted circulation stamp. Internal routing code. Archival classification line. That combination meant only one thing. The document wasn't supposed to be outside a secured system. At the center of the room sat Jim Jordan. Still. Arms resting lightly on the desk. Eyes steady. He didn't look like someone about to cause a scene. He looked like someone about to finish one. Across from him, the witness adjusted his microphone. Calm posture. Neutral tone. Prepared binder open to color-tabbed sections. The posture of someone who believed this hearing would follow a script. That belief lasted 8 seconds. Before I continue, Jordan said quietly, I want to confirm something for accuracy. Not aggressive. Not loud. Precise. The room leaned toward him anyway. Yes, Congressman, the witness replied smoothly. Too smoothly. Confidence without friction. Jordan opened the folder. Slowly. The sound of paper shifting seemed louder than the ventilation system. He turned one page. Then another. Stopped. Eyes scanning. Not searching. Confirming. But that wasn't the moment that changed the hearing. Not yet. Because documents alone don't change rooms. Recognition does. Are you familiar, Jordan asked calmly, with archive file designation C-19? A pause. Small. But measurable. I would need context, the witness said. Polished response. Prepared response. Safe response. Jordan nodded once. Expected. He lifted the page slightly and angled it forward. Not high enough for cameras. Just high enough for the witness. The witness's expression didn't collapse. It tightened. Subtle. But unmistakable. This format belongs to your office, Jordan continued. Correct? Silence. The attorney beside the witness leaned closer. Eyes narrowing. He recognized the template. Anyone inside federal administrative systems would. Because that template never appears outside internal channels. Yes, the witness said carefully. It appears consistent. First crack. Not dramatic. Structural. Pen stopped moving across notepads. Someone in the press row shifted forward. The committee chair leaned back slightly. He hadn't expected this. Jordan slid the page across the table. Smooth. Measured. It stopped inches from the witness's hand. Face down. The witness didn't flip it. That hesitation told the entire room more than words could. What happened next stunned the chamber. Because the witness didn't reach for the page. His attorney did. Quickly. Instinctively. Like catching a glass before it hits the floor. He turned it over. Read. And froze. Color faded from his face. Not instantly. Gradually. Like realization spreading through someone who just recognized a mistake they couldn't undo. Jordan didn't move. Didn't blink. Didn't rush. Because patience is louder than confrontation. Is that your department's authorization code? He asked. The attorney swallowed. Yes. Second crack. Audible this time. Jordan nodded. Tapped the page once. Timestamp? The witness answered, voice lower now. April 12th. And your sworn testimony earlier today stated no such document existed. Correct? Silence. Jordan answered for him. That testimony was delivered at 9:42 a.m. He glanced down. This document is logged 11 days earlier. A pen slipped from someone's fingers in the press row. The sound echoed. The witness shifted in his chair. First movement since the page appeared. But that still wasn't the moment the room understood. Not yet. Because contradiction alone doesn't collapse testimony. Proof does. Jordan opened the folder again. Removed another sheet. Heavier paper. Red margin tag. Routing header. This, he said quietly, is the distribution log. The attorney's posture changed instantly. Alert now. Rigid. Concerned. It lists every recipient copy, Jordan continued. No one moved. No one whispered. No one even adjusted their chairs. How many copies were distributed? Jordan asked. The witness hesitated. 9. 9 meant 9 people knew. 9 meant 9 potential confirmations. 9 meant denial had an expiration date. Jordan didn't press. He softened. Voice lower. Controlled. I'd like you to read line 6. The witness didn't move. Didn't blink. Didn't breathe deeply enough for his shoulders to rise. Line 6, Jordan repeated. Slowly. The witness looked down. Eyes scanning. Stopping. Freezing. His fingers tightened around the table edge. Knuckles paling. What happened next shifted the balance of the room. Because Jordan didn't raise his voice. He didn't accuse. He didn't interrupt. He waited. The witness swallowed. It lists a supervisory approval. Jordan tilted his head slightly. Name? Silence. The attorney whispered something urgently. The microphone didn't catch it. Name, Jordan repeated. The witness spoke it. Quiet. Measured. Reluctant. 2 staffers in the back exchanged glances. Because that name wasn't minor. It was structural. Jordan nodded once. No triumph. Just confirmation. Was that name included when you testified earlier? The witness stared at the page. Still. Color draining. No. The word landed like a gavel strike. Third crack. Irreversible. Because now 3 facts existed simultaneously. The document existed. It had approval. It had been denied. Logic doesn't shout. It closes. Jordan folded his hands. Centered. Calm. Unavoidable. For accuracy, he said quietly, was your testimony complete? The witness didn't answer. Seconds stretched. 4. 5. 6. Every camera zoomed tighter. Every reporter leaned forward. Even the chair stopped writing. My statement, the witness said slowly, was incomplete. There it was. Not collapse. Not confession. But structure shifting. And once structure shifts, it never returns to its original position. Jordan closed the folder. Soft sound. Final sound. That should have ended the tension. Should have released the pressure. Should have let the room breathe. It didn't. Because he hadn't delivered the last piece. One final clarification, he said. The witness didn't move. Didn't speak. Didn't look up. Jordan removed a narrow slip from inside the folder. Thin. Stamped. Older paper stock. This, he said, is the access record. The attorney sat upright instantly. Alarmed. It shows every individual who opened the file. The chamber went silent enough to hear fabric shift. Jordan read one entry. Quietly. Someone inhaled sharply. He read another. A reporter covered her mouth. He read a third. The witness closed his eyes briefly. Cameras caught it. Jordan folded the slip once. Carefully. I won't read the remaining names, he said. Pause. For now. That was the detonation. Not the list. The restraint. Because restraint means leverage. And leverage means time. Jordan returned the slip to the folder. Closed it. Flat. Final. No further questions. The chair didn't speak immediately. Didn't move. Didn't blink. Because everyone in the room realized the same thing at once. This hearing had just stopped being routine. And started being record. Finally. Gavel. The committee will recess. Chairs didn't scrape. No one stood. Not right away. They stayed frozen. Processing. Calculating. Understanding. Outside that room, nothing had changed. Traffic still moved. Phones still rang. Coffee still cooled. Inside, a sworn statement had bent. A document had surfaced. and a page marked restricted had just been read aloud on camera. By nightfall, calls would be made. Attorneys would draft responses. Offices would review logs. Networks would request transcripts. And somewhere, someone whose name sat quietly on line 6 would realize that silence had officially expired. History doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes, it slides across a table, in a quiet room, and waits for someone calm enough to read it aloud.